What is going on, guys? It's Connor or Mr. Misplay here. Today I'm coming at you with another deck profile. Today will be Raidraptor Ogdoadic. I built this with help from the Sanctum squad. Great channel, great couple of guys, and I'd love for you guys to come subscribe to them as well, subscribe to me. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. So let's start off. We have free Raidraptor Tribute Lanius. He is essential for any Raidraptor build. He's a bit cheaper now that he's been reprinting Ghosts in the past, so if anyone wants to try out Raidraptors, you can get this a little cheaper than the 25 each he was originally. But yeah, this is an Armageddon Knight for the archetype. It's really nice to open this and Snake Rain. It's pretty much full combo, but this then dumps your Mimicry Lanius or your Raider's Wing. Mimicry Lanius is a rotor. If you open Raider's Wing, you don't need to just dump it, or you can summon Raider's Wing off of the Wystrix. But Mimicry Lanius is a rotor, and this is a Time Thief Bezel ship. It attaches a material from a card to spec itself back from graveyard, and when it's attached to a Dark Xyz material, that card cannot be targeted. So these are all really nice Raidraptors. These are your main free. And yeah, that's it for the main free Raidraptors. Then we have the extenders. So we have Singing Lanius. Singing Lanius is a free spec when you control an Xyz. This deck's whole gimmick is Xyz summoning. So this will always be live unless you open unplayable, which you very rarely will, because one Ogdoadic is still enough to pop up. Next we have Pain Lanius. It's a level 1 that when it targets Tribute Lanius or Singing Lanius or any of the level 4 Raidraptors, the only one it can't target is Raider's Wing, because it's got 0 attacks, it can't trigger its effect. But yeah, this summons itself. You burn for the lowest stat, so if you target Tribute Lanius, you burn yourself for 400, and it summons as a level 4 with the same stats. So that really comes in handy when you're trying to get rank 4 on board, or if you need to make a Wystrix to extend your combos. Your 4 Strix so you can get into your combo. But yeah, this is one of the better ones. I only played the one though because it's situational. Next we have the 2 Strangle Lanius. Strangle Lanius is really good in this deck because once you summon Cyber Dragon Infinity off the rank up, this is a plus 2, so it's a free summon. It locks you into dark, so it's a free summon, and then you can use its effect to summon one of these back, one of the Raidraptors back from grave. And it's another free rank 4. So it's an extra rank 4 on your board after you've already used all your summons. So yeah, that's it for the Raidraptors. Next we'll get into the Ogdoadic. First up we have Nunu. Nunu is the best one to open out of all the Ogdoadic, as well as Naya. They both have similar effects. They both discard, but they're opposite attributes. So this one dumps a dark, this one dumps a light by discarding themselves. Nunu special summons itself back from grave, but locks you into reptiles as long as it stays on the field. And Naya, when it's special summoned, it searches for an Ogdoadic spell or trap, so it searches for your Water Lily, so you have another Foolish Burial and a Monster Reborn if you have 5 or more different reptiles in grave. What you usually do with Nunu is you spec it back and then tribute it with Curse, summon Curse, and then Curse summons back to Naya, so then you get the Foolish Burial, so that's an extra reptile in your grave, an extra name. So you can get all your reptiles off one Snake Rain if you open Snake Rain. But yeah, that's the 2 main level 4s, and we have Flogos. It's just an extra name, so we can get the Ogdoadic Water Lily effect off. He sometimes comes up if you've already normal summoned and you've got Mimicry Lanius in hand. You can use this to discard the Mimicry Lanius, add this to hand, then you've got this in hand to normal summon next turn, or to discard for a card. So this one comes up occasionally, that's the reason we play it, and it's an extra name. That's it for the level 4 Ogdoadics. Next we have our level 8s, we play 1 Curse and 1 Aliette. Aliette, when it's summoned, lets your opponent add a card from the graveyard back to their hand. But when it's summoned as well, you get to shuffle back 1 reptile and 1 non-reptile from your banish back into your graveyard. So you can recycle your PKs or your Raidraptor Mimicry Lanius. And Curse lets your opponent special summon back a monster from your graveyard. If you're going first and they have a hand trap to you, that effect won't trigger, so it's not really that bad. And it lets you special summon back a monster from your graveyard. Usually you summon back one of the reptiles from your graveyard. So you usually special summon back your Flogos or your Naya. But if you've already got a way to special summon them back, you special summon back the Overlord, and then you've got a quick effect field wipe if you end up needing it in your opponent's turn. So that's it for the Ogdoadic engine for the monsters. So let's get onto the extenders. So we have free Kagatoga. Kagatoga's a Blue Mountain Butterfly essentially. When you normal summon a level 4 monster, you can special summon this from your hand. So it's a free Wystrix if you have to normal summon your Ogdoadic to make it. So this is how you get into Ystrix if you can't get to a Raidraptor monster. Next we have our Paralark Seeds. We're playing these because it's a free rank 4, so it's really nice in the deck. And if needs be, you can summon them and use them as tribute fodder for the Ogdoadics instead if you don't need to make a rank 4, or you can turn them into a Rika Queen and then get a Periton as well. So this is what we play. This is a free rank 4, so you can get Periton on board. Next we have our 2 PKs. We play both Ancient Cloak and Silent Boots. I was only playing Silent Boots originally because I just wanted it to search, but I realised if I send Ancient Cloak, search Silent Boots and spec it, it's tribute fodder for the Allier later in your turn, so then you can get this into grave and you don't have to tribute one of your level 4s, so you can make more rank 4s. So that's it for the extenders. Lastly, we have our 1 hand trap, 3 gamma, and 1 driver. So yeah, this is self-explanatory, it's really good in this format. If you get Ashed in your Snake Rain, that's a free Omega, or if you want to play it, you can also play the Chaos Synchro, which also comes up, but I prefer to play Omega in this list. In other lists, I'll probably play the Chaos Synchro, but in this build particularly, I prefer Omega. So yeah, that's it for the monster lineup. Next up, we've got the spells. So we've got our Foolish Burials first. We've got Snake Rain. Snake Rain's insane now that we've got all the Ogdoadics. So you have to play 3 of this. That's why you play the Gamma, so this doesn't get stopped because this is a really good card and you want it to resolve. Next we have 3 Ogdoadic Water Lily. This is searchable off Naya. If you open it, it's also a Foolish Burial. If you don't open any Ogdoadics, it's a Foolish Burial and a Monster Reborn if you have 5 or more reptiles. So if you open this, and Nunu, that's a Monster Reborn as well. Or if you open this and then and Kagatoga, that's another way to get to it. Just any way to get 5 different named reptiles in your graveyard. Next we have our last Foolish Burial, Foolish Burial. It's insane in this deck. If you open your Ogdoadics, you dump Mimicryonius. If you open your Raidraptor, you dump your Ogdoadics. It's just an all-round great card in this deck because all cards are really doing something in the graveyard. So that's it for the Foolish Burials. For our last spell, we have Rank Up Magic Soul Shave Force. Pay half your life points. Summon back 4 Strix, and then overlay 4 Strix into a Cyber Dragon Affinity. So this is how you get your Stranglelands to be alive, and it gives you an extra negate on your board. Now let's get on to the traps. We're only playing 3 traps. We're playing 2 Fogblade and 1 Shade Brigandine. Fogblade is really good. Shade Brigandine lets your Reader be alive with the trap effect, and it's a free rank level 4 extender, and you can search it off your Bardiche. So yeah, that's it for the traps. So yeah, let's get on to the extra deck. In the extra deck, we have 1 Ystrix and 1 Bardiche. There's not much space for any more traps with links, so we're only playing the 2 here. You could play the Reptilian Link, but it doesn't really do anything in this build, or you could play a Lambda if you really wanted to over the Omega, like Omega's or Lambda, either or. I chose the other for Omega, just kind of like the hand rip effect, so yeah. That's it for the links. Let's get on to the XCs. So first of all, we have 2 4 Strix. This is another rotor that Silver Raidraptors do. They just search each other, they just spam the board. They work really well with the Ogdoadics. Any rank 4, like Time Thief works too. Any rank 4 base deck could work with the Ogdoadics as they're actually rank 4 extenders themselves, which is really nice. Next we have King of the Fair Olymps. This is your Reptile Searcher. You very rarely summon this, but sometimes you have to summon it with the Nunu on board because you have to get a way to get the Nunu off board, and this is the only XE you can go into. Do you have any extra? This is why you could play Reptilian Lamia. Oh no, that's the Reptilian Link. Next we have our rank 4s. So we have 1 Redoer, self-explanatory. Abyss Dweller, great in the mirror match, great against Orcus, great against Eldritch. Like, really nice card. Don't really need to explain Abyss Dweller really. Evil Swarm Nightmare. This card is always on the end board for me. I really like this card against Dragon Link, because if you use Raiders Wing underneath it, they can't target either. So they can't imperm it. So you kind of have a double Book of Moon on special summons, which is really good against Dragon Link. For the last rank 4, we have Rika Queen Strinner. This is so you can get Periton on board by tributing it with one of the Ogdoadics. It's really nice to have, and yeah, the High Periton's really nice to have as well, because if you activate a spell after triggering this, you can attach a spell to your Periton, and then you've got a spell or a trap negate, so you've got a negate, 2 different negates in your opponent's turn. Next, we have our rank 6. Double Dragon Infinity. Other option for this is if you want to add it into the main deck or in the side deck, you can play Beatrice and have the zombie package in the side deck, so you can like Beatrice in the side as well, and then dump the zombie package and then summon the activate zombie world and have Banshee and shit, which is really nice. So yeah, that's another option for that. Next we have our rank 8s. We have Hope Harbinger and Dingisu. Ding is more for going second or for protecting your field, and Harbinger's usually what I use going first, or if I know they're playing spells that like got a choke point, I'll summon this. If not, I'll summon Ding to get protection, have protection on my board. That's it for my rank 8s. There are others you can play, but they're the two I chose to play because the extra deck's quite tight. Next, I play Periton for the Rika Queen. I've already explained why this is good, so I don't play this in Virtual World for the rank 9 deck, but I'll play it in everything else, which is nice. And then lastly, we have Zeus. Zeus is really good in the deck because you can, well, you can nuke a board because you're playing a lot of Xyzs. So yeah, Zeus, self-explanatory, Xyz deck, play Zeus. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. I'm just going to show off a quick combo and then we'll get the video over. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to show off a combo using Nunu, Tribute and Snake Rain, and these two are going to be blank cards for discard. So for the Snake Rain and just any 2 blank cards for your opening hand. So yeah, let's show off the combo. So you start off with Snake Rain. Snake Rain's going to discard Driver. It's going to dump 4 snakes. So you're going to dump a Nunu, Flogos, Naya, and a Curse. There's the 4 you're going to dump. Because you've got Nunu in hand, you still want to dump it because you want to, that one's going to get banished. So you want to dump 1, so you have 1, so you can have your Water Lily live. Next, you're going to activate the Nunu affecting Grave. That one. Summon itself. You're then going to use Curse affecting Grave. Curse is going to tribute the Nunu, which is now going to get banished. Summon itself, and then effect of Curse is going to monster reborn the Naya. And Naya's effect is going to reborn, no, not reborn, to search the Ogdoadic Water Lily, so that's an extra card in hand now. At the moment, you only have the 1 Reptile in Grave, so Water Lily isn't live for the monster reborn effect, but it can be, I think, in this combo. We activate Nunu's effect now. This is going to be to dump Aliette. So now you've got all your best snakes in the graveyard now. Next, I'm going to normal summon Tribute Lanius. Activate the effect to dump. I'm going to dump the Mimicry Lanius. Going to use Mimicry Lanius' effect to search the Pain Lanius or the Singing Lanius, depending if you opened one of them. Pain Lanius if you haven't opened any, or Singing Lanius if you opened the Pain, because Pain is really good, so this is your main extender and then Singing is your backup extender. Next we're going to use Pain Lanius' effect, target rate Tribute Lanius, you burn yourself for 400, it's going to summon as a level 4. But you're not going to use it for a rank 4, you're going to link summon with these two into a Ystrix. Use Ystrix effect now to summon the Raidraptor Raider's Ring. The good thing about Raider's Wing, which I forgot to mention while I was doing the profile, is if you open your PKs, it's also a PK index, so you can use it for Bardiche. But yeah, now you've got 2 rank 4s, no 2 level 4s, you can make a rank 4. And you're going to summon your Forstrix. Then you're going to activate Forstrix's effect, detaching the Raider's Wing. The Raider's Wing being attached is the important part there. And then you can use that to search a Strangle Lanius. And then this is going to trigger to set the rank up magic, which you can trigger once this goes to grave in a minute. So then you can use Raider's Wings effect, detaching Noya, summon itself, and then you can link these 2 off into a Bardiche. And then you can activate this, summon back the Forstrix, and attach a Cyber Dragon Infinity. Overlay into a Cyber Dragon Infinity. You now have 4 snakes engraved. So now you can activate Ogdoadic Water Lily, dumping your final snake. She'll be your Overlord. Then you can use the secondary effects. Now there's 5 different snakes engraved. Summon back your Nunu. No, don't summon back Nunu, don't summon back the dark one. Sorry, that's a slight misplay there. I'll summon the dark one. Overlay these 2. Actually, it doesn't matter which one you summon. Then you into a Rika Queen. You can then activate Aliet's effect. Aliet, tribute Rika Queen. Summon. It's going to trigger its effect. Should put these 2 back in the graveyard. So you got your Mimicry Lanius life for next turn, and then you're going to chain the Rika Queen. Rika Queen will summon itself back, and not overlay into a. Okay, sorry about that. I had some camera difficulties. Anyway, back where we were. So Periton. So summon Periton. Now you've got, before you summon Strangle on you, if you want to overlay these into a Hope Harbinger. Next one, activate Body Issues effect. Body Issues going to dump. No, it's going to dump Boots this time. Because we went for Rika Queen, we can't tribute the cloak. Yeah, so you dump the Boots. Having a little bit of camera trouble. New camera, still working things out. So sorry about the little cuts. So we're going to dump the Boots. We can use Boots effect. Oh, we're going to dump Boots with Body to set the Broken Dean. We're going to use Boots effect to add a Fog Blade. So that's already an extra card, and then we can. Thinking here. Yeah, you now activate Singing Lanius, summoning him. Use Strangling Lanius' effect to summon back any of your Raidraptors to summon back Raider's Wing. Infinity's effect, suck up the Lanius. Then you activate this, summon, overlay these 2 into a Redoer or a Nightmare. You have 2 options here. They're the only 2 you can go into now because you've locked into Darks, into either one. These depend on your matchup, either one, but because Redoer is probably the better one at the moment. So summon Redoer. You pass turn on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of interruption. I don't think much is getting through it unless the Dark Roll you, which is a bit of a shame. It's probably why the Time Thief build probably be a little bit better, or you can use Time Thief Winder as an extender just to get a counter trap on board, which should be nice. But yeah, that's it for the profile, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the video, then please like, subscribe. If you're new here, please subscribe as well. We just hit 100 subs, so I'm hoping to grow the channel more. So yeah, see you in the next video. Adios.